over 125 years, we have continually looked for new and better ways to help players take their music farther. This musical quest has recently brought us to the resurgence of the historic masterbilt line. This complete line of exquisite, all solid wood acoustic guitars is unrivaled in tone and value. From one of the greatest names in guitar history, Epiphone. In fact, once you play one, we're certain you'll agree, Epiphone masterbilt instruments deliver value unparalleled in the musical instrument industry.
Well, the Epiphone Guitar Company has a very rich and long history. Epiphone originally started in 1873 under the brand House of Stathopolo, New York City. Gibson bought Epiphone in 1957.
The whole line looks really, really good.
The remarkable tone, quality craftsmanship, and authentic vintage styling are back in the Epiphone Masterbilt collection.
We started by looking back in our history and focused on guitars that had significant impact in the music industry throughout the years.
Our idea on the Epiphone Masterbilt line was to offer a highest quality, hand-built acoustic guitar for all those people that couldn't afford to pay a huge amount of money but still wanted an exquisite instrument made of all solid woods that just sounded great.
It's a great sound. The sonic differences between guitars make a big difference in a track to me. Finding the right guitar to fit the song and the track and the tone is a big part of it, and that's got a distinct tone.
Well, since we introduced the Masterbilt series, the reception has been fantastic. All the artists that have played it have just been amazed at not only the feel of the instruments, the playability of the instruments, but more importantly, the tonal characteristics of the instruments. Frankly, they listen to it, they keep playing it, they ask how much it is, and they look at you and they say, I want this guitar.
The Masterbilt line starts with solid Sitka spruce or solid select cedar tops with premium solid wood backs and sides of mahogany, rosewood, and maple.
That's a great guitar, man.
Part of the whole effect we wanted was to have a guitar that felt like it was a vintage piece already.
We reached back into the history of Epiphone to bring forward a lot of those key appointments that Epiphone had that were very, very classical. For example, the asymmetrical headstock, which I think is very, very attractive, that started back in the 20s and 30s of Epiphone.
So it embodies a lot of the finest guitars from the 30s and 20s. Going along with that, we start with the things that you can't see. The bracing. This is a wide X, this is a deep scallop, and it's done to maximize the tone.
One secret of the stunning tone of these guitars is the ultra-thin vintage satin finish that allows the wood to sing with the vibrations of every note you play.
I love the flat or satin finish on it. The guitars seem to already have a life of its own before I picked it up.
The finest neck joint there is a tapered dovetail neck joint. So on these guitars, we stuck with the finest of everything we could, and that included this neck joint. And also for the best tone we could get, you know, we use nothing but bone for the nut and for the saddle.
Yeah, and same thing with the tuners. Nice old-fashioned looking tuners. Feel good.
The Masterbilt collection is offered in 4 distinct styles. With gracefully sloping shoulders, solid mahogany or rosewood sides, and a solid Sitka spruce or cedar top, the AJ collection blankets the room with deep, rich, and rounded tones.
This sounds really great playing old style.
The DR models offer the look and sound of highly prized vintage acoustics, offered with mahogany, rosewood, or maple backs and sides, and blended with its premium solid Sitka spruce top.
Well, this sounds good immediately.
Designed by and for fingerstyle players, the EF Collection guitars deliver the ultimate sound and feel of classic vintage acoustic guitars.
That's great.
The EN 546CE, with a slightly narrower nut than the standard classical guitar, combined with the traditional solid cedar top, give this instrument the rich tone you expect from a great classical guitar. Living up to its motto of performance is our passion, the Masterbilt series offers professional level performance guitars at a value found nowhere else, with their flawless construction, classic appearance, and phenomenal tone. Epiphone's Masterbilts have reintroduced the golden age of guitar building and positioned these vintage style instruments where their market leading value can be enjoyed by all.